Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. And in this video, we have recorded, it was actually recorded during our live stream that we do this last Tuesday. So, we do a live stream every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, when we go over scheduling information, dealer news updates, recalls, and usually have a topic of the week and some other things. But more importantly, we answer your questions live, the community's questions. So we usually have about a couple hundred people in there each week that are watching this live and asking us questions about their order or how they should order their vehicle and that kind of thing. And that's what we're here for, is to help you answer any questions. So if you want to join us live and if you have any questions about scheduling, we can answer them live for you. Also, if you drop them down below, we'll try to get those responded as well. But feel free to come back next week. Again, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, if you want to join us live and ask your question, and we can answer your individual question if it hasn't been answered in the past. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I hope to see you next week. All right, so we're going to get into the scheduling information this week, and we do actually have quite a few things to cover this week, because we're not only going to just cover the scheduling for this week, but also what's going on for next month as well. For scheduling, and the dates on that I think is going to be around the 10th, I think. Anyway, we'll get into that a little bit later here, but so we'll get some bonus stuff for you guys there. Now, first, let's go over some of the different terminology. So hopefully, before you jump into the vehicle of your choice, hopefully you guys stop for a second and listen to the scheduling, because there are a lot of questions I have a lot of weeks, and they're always the same each week, and I'll cover them during these the terminology. So we'll go through some of the different things real quick. So let me pull up that slide here. There we go. So the order bank is where the dealer places all stock and retail orders. And take note that when you're ordering from the dealer, not from Ford. I know a lot of people think, nope, I'm ordering a vehicle from Ford. Technically, you're not. So the dealer places the order for you, but it is ordered by the dealer. So Ford is building vehicles for the dealers. The dealer sells it to the customer. A retail order to Ford shows them that that's one that's already a sold order that somebody wants to get to buy at the vehicle when it gets there. So that's why they take priority over the retail orders. So customer placed orders, you can see there, stock is for dealer or stock inventory. Priority codes are given to those orders. 09 or 03 through 19 are retail. And then 20 to 80 is stock. So the lower it, the better. So, they even reminded dealers this week, prioritize your orders to help it. If you have them all at 3 or all at 19, you're really not prioritizing any of the orders, which, may be a good thing, because then it gives everybody a level playing field when it comes to their order getting built. Scheduling, that is when Ford schedules an order for production dates in the future months. So we're talking about our vehicles that will schedule on Thursday for dates in the dates that we specify during this session here. Allocations, Ford gives dealers allocations to schedule their orders. A dealer needs an allocation to schedule an order in the order bank, even a retail order. Just because you have a retail order doesn't mean it automatically gets a production date when you do it. This isn't Tesla. So that's you have to get an allocation from the dealer, and the dealer earns those allocations from their sales volume for each model within the region. Just realized I had that spelled wrong in there, so we'll get that fixed for next week. Constraints, that is an option that might be in short supply or take longer to build. And capacity, that is the planned production rate of a given motor, trim, and option. So they will build within the capacity, and they will not go over that. Even if there's a more orders for like an XL trim Maverick, if their capacity is 25%, they're going to build to that 25%. Even if 60% of the orders are XL, it doesn't matter. They're going to schedule to that capacity, because that capacity is given to them based on supplier input of what they can give them, and that's how they figure that. Job 1 and job 2. Production is run into 2 different job runs, so that way they split it in case there are any changes that need to be made. Sometimes you'll see a new product be introduced into job 2 halfway through the year, so that way they have to wait till the next year. Balance out, that's the end of production or the balance out of that they can produce for an option or model. We do actually have later, when we get to next month's allocations and scheduling, there is a model that is going to be balancing out next month. So we'll talk about that for this model year. Yeah, there you go. There's that. All right, so let's get in first and start talking about the 24 model year Mustang. Mustang order banks are open up for stock and retail ordering. I will tell you this: today was the last day to submit a retail dark horse order, which means that if you want to order after that, the dealer would have to place a stock order for you. But allocations are separate for dark horse, so the dealer would need a dark horse allocation. A lot of dealers aren't getting that many for the year. In fact, they don't usually get one every month. Sometimes it's a lot less than that. So, all right. So then this week they are not scheduling the Mustang for production. So they're not going to be scheduling Mustang. So there you go. So there's no other notes on that. So hopefully though, order banks will probably close by the time you're watching this for the day. So hopefully you got your dark horse order in if you wanted to for this model year. So next is the 24 model year Escape. Order banks are currently open up for the Escape, but will be closing soon. So June 6th is when the Escape 24 model year Escape order banks will be closing because they are balancing out that model here coming up. We'll talk about that later under the under July's scheduling information. They are not scheduling this week for the Escape. By the way, I don't have the unscheduled retail order number because the commodity report was not out before I pulled these. All right, next is the 24 model year Bronco Sport. The order banks are open up for the Bronco Sport right now. So there you have that. Also, they are scheduling this week for the build weeks in July, the weeks of July 1st, the weeks of July 29th. Cleanup scheduling, which means a dealer needs an allocation and they're trying to fulfill that allocation for those dealers. And a lot of times they've already scheduled the retails they're going to for the dealer, unless the dealer puts in a retail within the last week. At that point, they're going to be looking for stock scheduling of some orders or some last allocations. Limit availability for the T7F tire, which is a 235/65 R17 all-terrain tire. That's the off-road one that's optional on the Badlands. Also, limit availability for the tech package, which is optional on the Outer Banks. That's option 96D. Exhausted availability for the convenience package, which is optional on the Big Ben and freewheeling. That is package option number 96B, as well as the standard wheel on the Badlands, the 17-inch carbon gray painted alloy wheel. That is wheel option 64U. That's all the notes we have for Bronco Sport. 24 model year Bronco. The order banks are open up for about all configurations, with the exception of the Heritage Limited Edition and Heritage Edition. They are balancing out for retail. Hold on a second. And there's notes in here for the first time that I've seen. It says open, that the order banks are open for Heritage 2-door and Heritage Limited 2-door for stock, and open for Heritage 2-door, regular Heritage 2-door for retail. I haven't tried to put an order in, but I just now saw this because I didn't look this over for the live stream. So there we go. I don't know if they're going to open that back up. They are not scheduling this week, it looks like. And it does say an important reminder here that 4-door Heritage Limited balanced out for 24 model year. So if a dealer has a Heritage Limited order, you have to put that stock 2-door order in to get that. They're balanced out on Heritage 4-door Limited, as well as closed out on Heritage 4-door too on that. So, or you can't order one, I should say. And then also they are transitioned from job 1 to job 2. It says 2.7 liter engine will no longer be available for the new Outer Bank orders. So if you didn't get an Outer Bank order in with a 2.7, you will not be able to. That includes both retail and stock. So they're not going to be available to order those on the Outer Banks or the Big Ben, really, which is why we're ordering a bunch of Black Diamonds with the 2.7. Existing retail orders with the 2.7 will be built, though. Also, the new 33-inch mud terrain tires will not be available for Badlands version. That was a new option, and they never scheduled any of them. So anyway, there you go. There's that. All right. more to come on that Heritage Edition, whether or not you can go back to placing an order. So try to get you information on that. 24 model year Mach-E. The order banks are open up, including they're on Job 2 order bank right now. So they are open. They are not scheduling this week, so we have no notes on Mach-E. But during the dealer news update, we are going to talk a little bit about Mach-E and how you can order a Select and get some pretty good equipment and save yourself some money. So, all right, next is a 25 model year Explorer. Order banks are open up for the Explorer, both stock and retail. They are scheduled this week for the weeks of 7/1 through 7/29. It is cleanup scheduling. So again, a dealer needs an allocation. If you put in a retail order within the last week and a dealer has an allocation, you have a pretty good chance of probably getting scheduled. They are needing some ST line orders without the street package for dealers on stock. Limit availability for the 20-inch by 8.5-inch machine aluminum wheel. That's standard on the ST line. And exhaust availability for the ST version, as well as the Platinum version and the Active version. That leaves the ST line. And then looks like also exhaust availability for the 20-inch carbon gray painted aluminum wheel, as well as the 21 by 9-inch aluminum premium finish wheel, and also exhaust availability for the ST line street package. So there you go. Not a lot of configurations they can actually schedule, sounds like, right there. All right, next is the 24 model year Expedition. Order banks are open up right now, and they're not scheduling this week. So within the last 4 weeks, they've only scheduled 1 week on the Expedition. That makes me think that they're getting close to being balanced out, but they're not planning to next month yet. 24 model year Maverick. Order banks are open up for retail and stock ordering. They are scheduled this week for the weeks of July 1st to the weeks of July 29th. It is cleanup scheduling. Again, that means a dealer has an allocation. They want to fulfill that allocation for them in any way possible, even if that means doing a stock instead of a retail order. So sometimes you'll see that if all the retail orders are configuration that they're full on and they don't have availability on, then they'll pull a stock one instead to fulfill that allocation for that dealer. Exhaust availability for the XL trim, as well as the 225/65 R17 all-season tire that is on the XL and XLT. That's T7R tire code. Also, the black appearance package, which is optional on the XLT, and Lariat trim, which is option 59D. The 18-inch machine face black painted aluminum wheel, which is optional on Lariat. That's the optional wheel 64B, as well as a 17-inch machine face carbon gray painted aluminum wheel, which is optional on XLT and Lariat. That's wheel option 64V. And then wheel option 648, the 18-inch machine face bright aluminum wheel, which is standard on Lariat, is also exhausted right now. All right. Next is the 24 model year Ranger. Order banks are open up for the Ranger. They are not scheduled this week, though, so no notes there for Ranger. Next is a 24 model year Super Duty. Order banks are open up for the Super Duty. They are scheduling this week for Kentucky Truck Plant for the weeks of 7/8 through the weeks of 7/22, and at Ohio Assembly Plant for the week of 7/29. They're still needing those F250 and 350 XL orders without the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package, 53W. They also need some F250 and 350 Lariat orders with the 7.3 liter gas engine, that's 99N, without the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. Again, that's 53W. There you go. Also, it says they're needing some tough bed spray and liner orders. So they're still not up to their production capacity there. So it should be good if you want it. The limit availability for the XLT and the Limited, and then also limit availability for the lug nut cap that's available in the Lariat, F250 single rear wheel, XLT, F250, 350 single rear wheel 4x4s with the 10.5 axle. So that's all in parentheses, all that. So, and then also option 17Y trimmer off-road package is limit availability, which is optional on XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. And then option 15E, the gooseneck dual hitch kit that's optional on the XL, XLT, Lariat, and F450 is limit availability as well. So there's all those. All right, next up is a 24 model year F-150. Order banks are open up for the 24 F-150. They are scheduled this week for the week of 7/22. Also, a reminder, we've been saying this every week now. Don't forget, if you have the Max trailer tow package, that you need the Max trailer tow axle that would go with it. So on your 3.5 liter gas engine, make sure you have option XL5, which is the 355 axle. And then on your 5.0 liters, it's the 373 axle XL7. Power Boost don't need to worry about it. They already have a 373, so they're good to go. The bed utility package is changing. Don't forget about that. The box link plates are different now. They're being replaced, but you can still get the original cleat. Should be included in your vehicle when it comes in, but the cleat, the locking cleat, you'll have to get through your Ford dealer. Limited availability for the 3.5 hybrid motor, as well as limited availability for the all-terrain tire, the 275/60R20. That is, it says it's 4x4 standard on STX and Lariat. And then the 20-inch gloss black painted aluminum wheel that's included in the XLT black appearance package, plus Lariat, and also the Lariat black appearance package. So there you go. And then the tough bed spray liner is limited availability. So this is different than the Super D. Super D, where they want you to have it. On the F-150, they don't want you to have it. So there you go. Next is the 24 model year Transit. Order banks are open up for the Transit. They are scheduled this week for the week build week of, or production week of 7/22. Limited availability for the medium roof van. That is body code body code E1C, E2C, R1C, R2C, and W2C and W9C. Also, limited availability for the low roof van, E1Y, E2Y, R1Y, R2Y, W1Y, and W2Y, as well as limited availability for the 3-passenger configuration, 3-seat passenger configuration, as well as the 3.5 V6 engine and a 3.5 GTDI that's except for the Transit, the Trail. Those are still okay. So, all right. So there's that. Next up, I want to cover is scheduling information for next month. So it's probably going to be a little while. It's going to probably start scheduling in around June 10th, I think. That should be the second Tuesday or second week of June. But let's go over some of the information for that month. So the 24 model year Mustang will be scheduling for August production dates. They're going to schedule for 4 weeks of production. And they're going to be scheduled for the weeks of August 5th to the weeks of August 26th. The only note in here for the Mustang is the Night Pony package with the black painted roof. A 60G is retail only, so it's not available for stock. And then for specialty scheduling, the Mustang Dark Horse, potentially last wholesale for them. They're going to be scheduled for the same weeks as the regular Mustang lineup, but they are balancing out. So the retail order bank is closing May 28th, which is today. So potentially the last 24 model year wholesale for Dark Horse. All right. The 24 model year Mach-E, they are scheduling for 4 weeks of production in August, the same weeks, August 5th through August 26th. It is job 2 startup for job 2 production. So any changes, I don't think there are really any Mach-E changes for job 2, but there you go. 24 Escape. So the 24 model year Escape, including the plug-in, this is balance out. So August balance out, they are going to be scheduling into September as well. So 6 weeks of scheduling for production. So the weeks of August 5th through September 9th, the week of September 9th. So that is when they're going to balance out and then move to 25 model year. We think they haven't mentioned 25 model year, and some people think that Escape is done after this year. I think it's not going to be, but they haven't given us any information on 25 model year yet. So, all right, next is the 24 Bronco. It is scheduling 4 weeks of production. Again, weeks of August 5th through August 26th. So there you go. And Bronco Raptor also is scheduling for the same 4 weeks as well, August 5th through August 26th. So no other notes there. We're on to job 2 for that. So All those can be available, even those black painted roof, which we've been playing around with some different configurations for some stock Broncos that I think you'll be impressed with. 24 model year Bronco Sport. It is scheduling for 4 weeks of production, same weeks, 8/5 through 8/26. I do actually have some notes here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about for Bronco Sport for stock ordering. All right, next is 25 model year Explorer, scheduling for 4 weeks in August as well, August 5th through August 26th. 24 model year Expedition, they are scheduling, it says in here, for 4 weeks of production, August 5th through August 26th. No notes in there about 25 model year yet. 24 model year Maverick, they are scheduling for 4 weeks of production, August 5th through August 26th. 24 model year Ranger, it is scheduled also for 4 weeks, August 5th through August 26th. Ranger Raptor also scheduling for the same weeks. And then 24 model year F-150 scheduled for 4 weeks of production, August 5th through August 26th. And F-150 Raptor and Raptor R are following the same dates as well for scheduling. And then 24 model year Super Duty, they're scheduled for 4 weeks of production, August 5th through August 26th. There we go. And then 24 model year Transit, they're scheduled for 4 weeks of production, August 5th through August 26th as well. Don't think I missed any specialties on all those. And every model lineup is scheduling. So that's sometimes they'll skip some models, but they are scheduling for all of them. There you go. And then a couple notes for scheduling. 24 model year Maverick, turn and earn. So the next after June, July's wholesale will be a new mixture. So what they're basically saying is that at the beginning of this model year for the Maverick, they basically gave dealers their allocations they're going to receive early and told them, here's what they are, here's what you can expect for this year. And then now they'll be going off a new allocation system starting for September production dates for July wholesale, July scheduling, right? And so that will be going based on completely sale of Mavericks. So they're just reminding dealers to make sure you get all yours sold off, which we're done. We've actually sold all of our Mavericks. We don't have any available. So we sold them all, Ford. So we're ready. Also, 24 model year Bronco will also be on a turn and earn as well, meaning that what you sell is what you earn, whereas right now it's been on a different formula up till then. And it does say coming soon. So it's saying that the next several wholesales, this one for June as well as one for July, will be based on the old system. And then after that, August wholesale will be based on the normal allocation based on your sales volume for Broncos. And that'll be a turn and earn on that point for October production. So they still plan to build 24 model year Broncos in the month of October. And I would assume probably November as well, being that they wouldn't make this change for just 1 month. They would make it for 2 months. So for at least a couple months. So that kind of gives us some scope on what's going on there. So anyway, all right. And then lastly, some new configurations for 24 model year for Bronco Sport for stock scheduling. So this has not, these are some things that have not been available for dealers to order as stock, only as retail. Now, Big Ben can have the trailer tow package with the cargo management system added to their orders. So if they want to order those, before you had to get a Black Diamond off-road package to get the tow package. Now dealers can order that. Also on the Heritage, you can order the convenience package with the Copilot 360 Assist Plus package for a stock order. Before it had to be a retail order to do that. Outer Banks can now order the tow package as well with the cargo management system. So that, again, was only available on the Black Diamond off-road package for the Outer Banks. And then, or a retail order, of course. And then now on Badlands, now dealers can order the optional wheel for a stock order for a Badlands. So premium package can be ordered, the Wild Peak tires, as well as that low gloss aluminum wheel as well. So that's all available now for that. So that's some changes to stock ordering for now. So there you go. All right, that's all the wholesale for this week. So now, again, don't forget, if you're watching the Wednesday video of this recording, then you can go ahead and drop your questions down below. But if you're with us live right now on this video, you can drop those in and we'll answer those questions now.